Once a classic laboratory subject throughout the 19th and 20th centuries, the guinea pig today is known not only as a beloved pet, but also, quite surprisingly, as a rich, fatty delicacy, hunted like living gold in the heart of the Andes. But how are tens of millions of these adorable creatures raised, cared for, and processed into food each year? The strange journey of this short-legged mammal begins on the high plains of South America, where guinea pigs are bred in large numbers under strictly controlled conditions until they reach optimal harvesting weight. From there, they are transformed into a wide array of dishes, ranging from crispy fried cuy served during the Inti Raymi festival to gourmet plates at Michelin-starred restaurants. Today, join Agriculture Insight as we uncover the entire production process behind guinea pig meat and discover why this tiny household pet has become one of the most intriguing delicacies on Earth. All will be revealed in this video. If you're an animal lover, you might be a little shocked to hear that guinea pigs are eaten as food. But in South America, where guinea pigs are raised on a large scale, they're actually considered a traditional source of meat with high economic value. In Peru alone, a country that regards guinea pig as a national dish, up to 65 million are processed each year to serve both the domestic market and export demands, generating hundreds of millions of dollars for not just Peru, but the entire Andean region. Although this rodent belongs to the same family, Caviidae, as ordinary mice, its appearance is far more endearing. Soft, multicolored fur like velvet, a chubby body, tiny stubby legs, and a calm, gentle temperament. Unlike many of their rodent relatives, guinea pigs don't climb, don't jump, and have no tail at all. Remarkably, they also lack the ability to synthesize vitamin C, a rare genetic trait that makes their diet something that must be carefully managed. And if you're curious what guinea pig meat tastes like, imagine a piece of tender young chicken, but with a firmer texture, more fat under the skin, and a deeper, richer flavor. The meat is naturally sweet, easy to digest, high in protein, and contains even less cholesterol than chicken or pork, making guinea pig not just a culturally proud traditional dish, but also a promising alternative protein for the future. But that's only half the story, because while the familiar guinea pigs of Peru are raised in cages, their giant cousin lives wild and free in the eastern part of South America, the capybara. Compared to the typical guinea pig, the capybara is a colossal rodent, in fact the largest rodent species on Earth, reaching up to 1 meter in length and weighing over 60 kilograms. They dwell along rivers, lakes, marshes, and flooded fields, places where lush vegetation is always available to sustain their strictly herbivorous diet. Capybaras feed on just about every kind of plant they can find: grass, corn, sugarcane, sweet potatoes, young rice plants, and water-grown vegetables. Though peaceful in nature, when dozens of them move in herds during the dry season, when food is scarce, their foraging can spell disaster for farmers. In Brazil and Venezuela, it's not uncommon to see entire herds of capybaras invading crop fields, trampling the soil, stripping young plants bare, and leaving behind devastation that makes replanting nearly impossible. Still, capybaras are not considered a national-level agricultural threat like field rats. They reproduce more slowly and are often managed through legal hunting or controlled farming. In fact, in several South American countries, capybaras are seen as premium game meat, sometimes fetching higher prices than beef in certain regions. Their meat has a distinctive profile: flavorful, firm, rich in collagen, and is commonly prepared smoked, salted, and grilled, or turned into sausages. At one point in history, the Roman Catholic Church even allowed capybara meat to be consumed in place of fish during Lent, arguing that since they live in water, they could be classified as aquatic creatures. Two rodents, one domesticated, one wild, have carved out a unique place in the culinary and cultural life of Latin America. Together, they are a vivid testament to how humans engage with nature, nurturing it, utilizing it, and respecting the wild diversity it offers. And every journey has a beginning. So right now, let's step inside the guinea pig farms, where it all begins, and discover how this charming little creature has become one of the world's most fascinating and talked about sources of food. To build a commercially viable guinea pig farm, breed selection is a critical first step, directly influencing reproductive efficiency and meat quality. Determining the sex of a guinea pig is the starting point, but it's not as simple as one might think. Both males and females share remarkably similar appearances, especially during their juvenile stage. However, upon close inspection, males tend to have slightly larger bodies, with a subtly raised lower abdomen due to developed genital glands. In adults, these glands become clearly visible as two small lumps near the anus, making them one of the most reliable indicators of sex. In contrast, females are generally smaller and lower to the ground, with flat bellies and a soft, rounded body shape. Resembling a walking, furry pillow. Beyond sex identification, farmers must select individuals that are healthy, active, and have smooth, evenly colored fur. Signs such as patchy hair loss, skin redness, scratches, or sluggish reflexes are considered red flags. A high-quality breeding guinea pig typically weighs between 600 and 800 grams, has a strong skeletal frame, no deformities, and displays quick, alert responses to sound or movement, key genetic indicators for a robust next generation. Once a healthy breeding stock has been selected with the proper male-to-female ratio, farmers begin the pairing process to allow natural mating among guinea pigs. Typically, one male is housed with 4 to 6 females in a quiet, spacious environment, completely free from the presence of other males. Guinea pigs can reproduce year-round with no fixed breeding season and are capable of mating as early as 3 to 4 months old. Once their reproductive instincts begin to emerge, mating is often quick and spontaneous, sometimes lasting only a few minutes, but may occur multiple times over several days if the animals are not separated. During this period, close observation is essential to ensure mating success and to prevent exhaustion or stress in the females. After mating has taken place, the female guinea pig is separated to allow for close monitoring throughout her pregnancy. The gestation period ranges from 59 to 72 days, unusually long for a rodent. However, this extended duration results in well-developed newborns. They are born fully furred, with open eyes, teeth, and the ability to walk immediately. A typical litter consists of 2 to 6 pups, though healthy mothers can sometimes give birth to as many as 8. Female guinea pigs are known to be devoted mothers, but they still require support in the form of a clean, dry, and completely quiet enclosure. Even minor noise or disturbance can cause stress, potentially disrupting the mother's ability to care for her young properly. When the young guinea pigs reach about 1 month of age, they are transferred from the initial nursery area to commercial grow-out pens, where they continue to be raised until they reach harvest weight. Depending on the scale and purpose of the operation, housing systems can vary significantly. In small-scale or family-run farms, guinea pig enclosures are often designed with a surprising level of care and creativity. These setups serve not only as shelter, but as miniature kingdoms for the animals. Farmers may construct multi-level cages resembling tiny castles, complete with climbing tubes, wooden ramps, multi-compartment food towers, automatic water dispensers, and even sand-bathing areas, creating a space that's both easy to manage and stimulating for natural behaviors and movement. In some regions, small-scale guinea pig farming has even evolved into a semi-hobbyist activity, blending commercial goals with entertainment and emotional attachment. This approach helps the animals grow in a low-stress, enriched environment, often leading to faster and healthier development. However, in large-scale commercial farms, aesthetic considerations are replaced by functionality and productivity. Enclosures are arranged in long rows, divided into clearly marked compartments, each holding about 10 to 15 animals, depending on their size and sex. The floors are typically lined with absorbent materials such as compressed sawdust, recycled paper, or smart plastic mesh that allows waste to fall into collection trays below, helping keep the space dry, odor-controlled, and reducing the risk of respiratory illness. At this stage, diet plays a decisive role in the growth rate and meat quality. Guinea pigs are strict herbivores, but their meals are far from just a handful of greens. They require a balanced diet of fiber, plant-based protein, vitamins, and minerals. High-quality hay, primarily alfalfa or timothy grass, is sourced from satellite grass farms, then sun-dried and stored in humidity-controlled warehouses. This hay is not only rich in fiber, but also has a natural aroma that makes it highly palatable and easy for guinea pigs to digest. In addition, they are given freshly cut grass from surrounding fields each day, along with vegetables and fruits such as carrots, cucumbers, pumpkins, apples, or tender corn leaves, both to stimulate appetite and boost nutrition. However, fruit portions are strictly controlled. As guinea pigs have a sweet tooth, too much natural sugar can quickly lead to obesity or diarrhea. To ensure consistent nutrition, farms also provide pellet feed made from ground grains, soybeans, and fortified with vitamin C, a nutrient guinea pigs cannot synthesize on their own and whose deficiency can cause swollen joints, watery eyes, or rough, brittle fur. Every day, farm workers monitor their feeding behavior and separate underperforming individuals for special care. It may sound simple, but in reality, feeding grass to hundreds of guinea pigs is a rigorous nutritional race between the keeper and the surprisingly finicky appetites of these small creatures. After about 3 to 4 months of consistent care and a precise diet, guinea pigs will reach their ideal slaughter weight, typically between 900 grams and 1.2 kilograms each. By this stage, their bodies are fully developed, with just the right layer of fat beneath the skin, firm meat, and sleek fur, meeting both visual and commercial quality standards. This is also the moment they are ready to enter a new chapter in their life cycle, when their meat will be harvested, processed, and transformed into the signature dishes of the Andes region. Once inside the processing plant, the guinea pigs are taken directly to the preparation area, where workers clean off all the fur by dipping the carcasses in hot water and carefully plucking them, ensuring the skin remains intact. The internal organs are then neatly removed, and the bodies are thoroughly washed several times until no stray hairs, blood, or impurities remain. From the preparation area, the cleaned carcasses are transferred to the drying section, a crucial step that allows the skin to shed moisture quickly, the meat fibers to firm up, and the entire carcass to stabilize, ready for the next stages. This process helps preserve the natural flavor while extending shelf life without compromising nutritional value. At this point, the guinea pig meat has reached peak condition, ready to be transformed into the signature dishes of the Andes. Wholesome, flavorful creations that embody the distinctive taste and cultural heritage of the South American highlands. In the culinary traditions of Peru, Bolivia, and Ecuador, the guinea pig, known locally as cuy, is more than just a dish. It is a symbol of a culinary heritage that stretches back hundreds of years. And if you've never seen this dish before, picture this. A plump guinea pig, marinated with garlic, pepper, local chilies, and native spices, then roasted over glowing coals until the skin puffs and crisps, shimmering with a honey gold sheen. The fat sizzles and crackles, releasing an aroma that mingles with the scent of roasting corn and earthy potatoes. A simple countryside feast, yet irresistibly alluring. Beyond cuy asado, roast guinea pig, locals prepare many other variations. Deep-fried whole, simmered in herb-infused soups, or salted and sun-dried for long-term storage like jerky. Each region has its own twist, but all share the same respect for the natural flavor of the meat. Tender, lightly sweet, low in fat, with a distinctive chewiness rarely found in other poultry. Guinea pig is often served alongside boiled potatoes, roasted corn kernels, or sticky rice, forming humble yet deeply rooted meals in the lives of Andean mountain communities. During festivals or family gatherings, the presence of a platter of cuy on the table is a reminder of tradition, abundance, and warm hospitality. Rabbits aren't just cuddly little creatures, perfect for petting zoos or Easter decorations. They are lean, mean protein machines. Farmers love them because they are resource efficient. They don't need as much space or feed compared to larger livestock like cows or pigs. Think of rabbits as the minimalist of farm animals. They can live in relatively small quarters and have a speedy reproductive cycle. In fact, a single rabbit can produce 6 to 8 pounds of meat while consuming very little in terms of feed. They're also prolific breeders, hence the old phrase, breed like rabbits. A farmer could start with just a few breeding pairs and within a year have enough bunnies to make a significant impact on their meat production. Rabbits for meat are often specific breeds like the New Zealand white or Californian rabbits. These breeds are favored for their fast growth rates and large size. Once a doe female rabbit is bred, she can give birth to a litter of up to 12 kits after a pregnancy lasting about 30 days. A healthy doe can have up to 5 or 6 litters per year, meaning the rabbit population grows faster than you can say, "What's up, doc?" Farmers carefully manage the diet of their rabbits to ensure healthy, strong animals. Their diet mainly consists of hay, fresh greens, and specially formulated rabbit pellets rich in nutrients. The goal is to ensure the rabbits are healthy, gain weight efficiently, and maintain good fur, which, by the way, can also be a profitable product. In modern farms, rabbits are raised with a focus on both efficiency and animal welfare. The conditions for rabbit care in these facilities emphasize space, cleanliness, and diet to ensure their health and well-being, which in turn leads to high-quality meat production. Modern rabbit farms typically provide individual or group pens that allow enough room for rabbits to move freely. These pens are often designed with mesh floors to allow waste to drop through, maintaining cleanliness and reducing the risk of disease. Rabbits are sensitive to temperature, so many modern farms have climate-controlled environments. This ensures the rabbits stay comfortable in both hot and cold conditions. Proper ventilation systems are in place to maintain fresh air circulation and reduce humidity, which is essential for their respiratory health. Rabbits are fed a balanced diet that primarily includes hay, fresh greens, and specially formulated pellets that provide essential nutrients like fiber, proteins, and vitamins. Access to clean, fresh water is also critical, and many farms utilize automatic water systems to ensure consistent supply. Regular health checks are a key part of modern rabbit farming. Farmers or veterinarians monitor for common issues like digestive problems, respiratory infections, and dental health. Preventive care, including vaccines and parasite control, is often part of the management routine to keep the herd healthy. Breeding practices are closely managed to avoid overbreeding and stress. Doe, female rabbits, are given time to rest between litters to ensure their well-being. Additionally, Many farms adhere to animal welfare standards that prevent overcrowding and ensure humane treatment throughout the rabbit's life cycle. These practices help ensure that rabbits are raised in conditions that promote both humane treatment and efficient meat production, balancing ethical concerns with economic viability. Rabbits are ready for harvest, typically around 8 to 12 weeks old. They weigh about 5 pounds. Harvesting rabbits is a much smaller scale process than that of cows or pigs, so the slaughter facilities are often family-owned or smaller scale operations. The process itself is designed to be as humane as possible, with a quick, painless method of euthanasia, usually using a technique called cervical dislocation. I know it sounds a bit morbid, but compared to the industrial processes of larger animals, it's relatively quiet and stress-free for the rabbits. Once harvested, the rabbits are taken to processing facilities where they are skinned, gutted, and cleaned. Rabbit skin is surprisingly useful and can be sold for fur production, adding another revenue stream for farmers. After being cleaned, the rabbit carcasses are cooled and prepared for packaging. Some are sold whole, while others are broken down into various cuts like legs, loins, and shoulders. The meat is vacuum sealed and either frozen or shipped fresh to markets, restaurants, or directly to consumers. A neat little tidbit: rabbits are highly sustainable in terms of processing. Almost every part of the rabbit can be used, minimizing waste. For instance, bones are sometimes used for making broth, and the organs, especially the liver, are considered a delicacy in some cuisines. Now, let's zoom out from the farm and processing plant and look at where rabbit meat fits into the broader picture of American life. The role of rabbit meat in the US isn't huge, but it has a niche market. You won't see rabbit meat next to the beef burgers at every grocery store, but that doesn't mean it's insignificant. As more consumers turn towards sustainable, healthy meat options, rabbit meat is carving out its place. The rabbit meat industry might not be as colossal as beef or pork, but it still plays a role in local economies, particularly for small-scale farmers. Because rabbits are so resource efficient, they are a great option for urban farms or farmers looking to diversify their offerings without needing much additional space or feed. The market is slowly expanding, and as demand for ethical, sustainable, and health-conscious food increases, we might see rabbit meat hopping onto more dinner plates. For most Americans, rabbit isn't exactly a household staple, but for foodies and culinary enthusiasts, it's considered a gourmet option. Rabbit meat is incredibly lean, with a flavor somewhere between chicken and turkey. It's often found on the menus of fine dining establishments, particularly those that specialize in French or Mediterranean cuisine. Dishes like rabbit stew, braised rabbit, or grilled rabbit legs are popular in certain regions and among those who seek out less common meats. Rabbits are also part of the culinary traditions of many immigrant communities in the US. Italian, Spanish, and French immigrants have long histories of incorporating rabbit into their diets, and their influence can still be seen in certain parts of the country. Rabbits are super eco-friendly. They have a low carbon footprint compared to other animals because they need less space, food, and water. So, if you're thinking of shrinking your carbon footprint, consider adding some bunny to your diet. One of the strangest rabbit-related facts comes from medieval times, where the Catholic Church in Europe once considered young rabbits as a type of fish. Yes, you heard that right, fish. This classification allowed monks to eat them during Lent, when other meat was off limits. Napoleon Bonaparte, the French military leader, was once attacked by rabbits. He had arranged a rabbit hunt for himself and his officers, but instead of scattering when released, the rabbits charged at the group, leading to what can only be described as a fluffy rebellion. Talk about a twist. People become more health conscious and environmentally aware, rabbit meat may well have its day in the sun. It's healthy, sustainable, and can be a delicious addition to a variety of dishes. With the rise of farm-to-table movements and a focus on local, ethical food sourcing, more and more Americans might start seeing rabbit as more than just a cute animal hopping across the yard. While it's unlikely that rabbit will ever overtake beef or chicken as America's go-to meat, it's safe to say that this lean, mean protein source has a role to play in the future of American cuisine. Chickens today are no longer trapped in cramped cages like these. They've been given a new kind of freedom. But there's still one uncomfortable truth. Male chicks, which can't lay eggs and aren't suitable for meat, are often culled within just 1 or 2 days of life. Thankfully, many countries now promote in ovo sexing, a method to identify a chick's gender before hatching, helping reduce waste and improve animal welfare. When we give chickens the chance to be well-fed, well-rested, and free to roam, they quietly give back to those caring hands, not just with produce, but with quality that reflects true well-being, from eggs to meat. That's exactly why the free-range method is growing more popular than ever. And today, I'd like to take you inside that world. And yet, millions of people still wonder, are white eggs or brown eggs more nutritious? Eggshell color doesn't affect nutrition. It's just genetics. White hens lay white eggs, brown hens lay brown ones. Just like humans, each of us comes in different colors and appearances. But what truly matters is the character and values within. It's one of nature's quiet miracles, gently reminding us that diversity is not something to judge. It's what makes life truly beautiful. But like every remarkable story, the journey of these happy free-range chickens also begins at the very first chapter, hatching. First, once the female breeder chicks are carefully selected, they are raised in specialized facilities designed to provide optimal conditions for healthy growth. In free-range farms, hens are no longer confined to cages all day. Instead, they're given access to outdoor spaces during daylight hours, where green grass, soft soil, and natural sunlight encourage movement, reduce stress, and lead to eggs with higher nutritional value. This farming model is gaining popularity in countries like Australia, the United States, the Netherlands, and South Korea, where food safety, production efficiency, and animal welfare are held to the highest standards. Next, farmers carefully select only the highest quality eggs, laid by healthy and well-bred parent stock. These eggs are then transported to modern hatcheries, where every factor, from temperature and humidity to hygiene, is strictly controlled in a fully enclosed environment. Here, the eggs are placed into automated incubators, which maintain an ideal temperature of around 37 degrees Celsius and a humidity level between 55% and 60%. The incubation trays rotate gently at regular intervals to ensure even embryo development. After about 21 days, the chicks begin to peck through their shells and hatch, marking the start of a new life cycle in this highly controlled production chain. Before the chicks are brought in, the poultry houses are thoroughly disinfected and equipped with fully automated feeding and drinking systems. They are also fitted with ventilation, cooling, and waste management systems, all working together to maintain a clean, stable, and safe environment for the birds. Each large-scale farm can raise up to 100,000 chickens in a single cycle, an incredibly impressive number. Are your chickens living in comfort? Because after around 18 weeks of age, these grown hens officially begin their careers as egg-laying machines. And guess what? They never ask for weekends, holidays, or even a raise. As they enter the laying phase, each hen quietly leaves behind her daily gift in specially designed nesting areas. Thanks to an automatic egg collection system, as soon as the egg drops onto the soft tray below, it is gently transferred onto a conveyor belt. This belt runs the entire length of the housing rows, carrying the eggs straight to the central collection area. No human hands needed. On average, a hen lays at a super speed rate of about 1 egg every 26 hours. That's why, at large-scale industrial farms, automated systems can effortlessly collect between 200,000 to 500,000 eggs per day. Still having trouble picturing that? Well, imagine trying to eat them all. It would take you over 1,300 years to finish, assuming you lived as long as a mythical turtle. From there, the eggs are temporarily stored under ideal temperature and humidity conditions before making their way into the processing facilities. After being collected from the farm, the eggs are transported to the processing facility in specially designed trays to minimize impact and preserve freshness. The first step is input inspection. At this stage, the eggs pass through a candling system using LED lights or image sensing technology to detect defects such as cracks, foreign materials, thin shells, or fertilized embryos. Any eggs that do not meet quality standards are automatically removed from the processing line. Next, you would be breaking the law in the United States if the eggs didn't go through the washing section. A warm water spray, combined with a mild sanitizing solution, helps remove dirt, feathers, and any bacteria that may be clinging to the eggshells. However, in Europe, eggs are not washed. This is because the natural protective layer on the eggshell, called the cuticle, is preserved to prevent bacteria, such as salmonella, from entering the egg. Washing is believed to remove this barrier, so instead, European regulations focus on keeping the entire production process clean, rather than cleaning the eggs afterward. Whether the eggs are washed or not, they are then sorted by weight and size. An automated weighing system determines the weight of each egg and assigns it to a standard category, S, M, L, or XL. This process ensures consistency across every carton of eggs sold on the market. Next comes the packaging stage. The eggs are placed into molded paper or plastic trays that help keep them secure and prevent breakage during transport. These trays are then automatically loaded by robotic arms into larger cartons or plastic boxes, which are printed with the packing date, expiration date, QR codes for traceability, and brand logos. Finally, all products are moved to a central cold storage facility where they are kept at an ideal temperature of 10 to 15 degrees Celsius before being turned into the millions of golden rolled omelets we're about to discover next. The process begins by feeding the eggs into an automatic shell-breaking machine, capable of handling 5,000 to 10,000 eggs per hour. Mechanical arms gently crack the shells and separate the egg whites, yolks, or keep them whole, depending on the product requirements. The separated eggs then automatically drop into stainless steel collection funnels, where a filtration system removes any shell fragments or impurities. Next, the liquid eggs are transferred to a mixing machine, where they are evenly blended with pre-measured seasonings to create a smooth, rich, and consistent mixture. The egg mixture is then pumped onto an automated frying conveyor with a wide heated surface, maintained at a stable temperature of around 160 to 180 degrees Celsius. Here, a thin layer of nonstick oil is sprayed onto the surface, followed by a smooth, even spread of the egg mixture. As the egg layer begins to set, the automatic flipping and rolling mechanism gently folds it into soft, uniform rolls. Once the rolled omelettes reach perfect doneness, the conveyor transfers them to a rapid cooling zone equipped with industrial fans. This quick cooling process helps retain the natural softness and glossy texture of the egg. Next, the product moves to the vacuum packing machine, which seals the omelets airtight, allowing them to stay fresh longer without the need for preservatives. Finally, each package is printed with the production date, expiration date, and a QR code for full traceability before being packed into boxes and delivered to cold storage, ready for distribution. In the world of poultry processing, speed is everything, and it's no surprise. Demand for chicken meat keeps growing, and customers want it fresh and affordable. Thanks to advancements in automation, chicken processing has become lightning fast, allowing factories to keep up with rising demand without sacrificing quality. So these days we have automated plucking machines, automated evisceration systems, automated deboning and cutting, and so on. They all play a significant role in chicken meat processing. In food processing, nothing is more important than safety. Chicken meat is particularly prone to contamination if not handled carefully, which is why hygiene standards in poultry plants are incredibly high. One of the greatest benefits of automation is its impact on food safety. With fewer human hands touching the meat, the risk of contamination decreases, leading to safer products for consumers. One of the major sources of contamination in food processing is human contact. No matter how careful people are, there's always a risk that bacteria from hands, clothing, or equipment could transfer to the meat. Automated machinery reduces this risk by minimizing human involvement in each step of the process. By allowing machines to handle tasks like plucking, evisceration, and deboning, factories create a much safer environment for food production. Keeping a chicken processing plant clean is no small feat. With modern technology, automated cleaning systems have become an integral part of the plant's daily operations. These systems can sanitize equipment and workspaces between processing cycles, ensuring that every step is as clean as possible. Automated cleaning saves time and allows workers to focus on operating machinery instead of scrubbing down equipment. Another impressive feature of modern poultry processing technology is the ability to detect contaminants. Some systems use scanners and sensors to check for foreign materials or abnormalities in the meat, instantly sorting out any pieces that don't meet quality standards. This technology ensures that only the highest quality chicken reaches the consumer, reducing the risk of contamination or spoilage. When it comes to food production, consistency is key. Customers want each piece of chicken to be just as good as the last, whether they're buying a whole bird or pre-cut pieces. Automated machinery offers an unparalleled level of precision, ensuring that every piece of chicken is processed and cut to the exact specifications. Thanks to automated slicers and dicers, factories can create uniform cuts that are perfectly portioned. This level of consistency is nearly impossible to achieve by hand, especially at the speed required in a modern processing plant. Machines ensure that each chicken is divided into thighs, wings, breasts, and drumsticks, with identical sizes and weights, which makes packaging easier and gives consumers exactly what they expect. Modern technology also helps maintain quality control across all steps of the process. With machines handling most of the labor, there's less room for error, which leads to a more consistent product. Many plants now use AI-based systems that scan each chicken for quality and appearance, rejecting any that don't meet strict standards. This ensures that every package of chicken meets the same level of quality, whether it's the first or 1,000th bird processed that day. Precision machinery helps reduce waste by ensuring that every part of the chicken is used. Automated machines can be programmed to process chicken parts in a way that maximizes usable meat, reducing the amount of waste generated. This also means that factories can get more product out of each chicken, leading to higher yields and lower costs. Chicken processing has historically been tough on workers, with long hours, repetitive tasks, and plenty of unpleasant jobs. Modern machinery is changing that by making the process safer and less demanding on human labor. Automation not only makes work environments safer, but also offers new job opportunities in technical fields. Automation eliminates many of the repetitive and physically demanding tasks that used to be done by hand. For example, automated pluckers and deboners handle jobs that would otherwise require a lot of arm strength and precision. By reducing the need for manual labor, factories create a healthier workplace where workers are less prone to injuries from repetitive motions or heavy lifting. Chicken processing can be hazardous, with sharp tools, heavy machinery, and cold temperatures adding to the risks. Automation helps to minimize these hazards by allowing machines to handle the most dangerous tasks. Workers now spend less time in close contact with sharp blades or heavy equipment, reducing the chances of accidents. Factories also benefit because they have fewer injury-related costs and a safer overall work environment. With the rise of automation, factories need workers who can operate, maintain, and repair high-tech machines. This creates new job opportunities for technically skilled workers. opening up a career path in machine operation and maintenance. These roles are typically safer, less physically demanding, and higher paying, giving workers more career growth opportunities. Beyond speed and safety, automated machinery also has significant economic and environmental benefits. From cost savings to resource efficiency, modern technology is helping the chicken industry meet global demand while keeping sustainability in mind. While the initial investment in automated machinery can be high, the long-term cost savings are substantial. Machines operate faster and more efficiently than manual labor, allowing factories to process more chickens in less time. This leads to lower labor costs and higher production rates, which ultimately result in more affordable chicken for consumers. Factories also benefit from lower operating costs, as automated systems are designed to maximize output while minimizing waste. Many of today's machines are built with energy efficiency in mind. Modern processing equipment uses less water and electricity, reducing the plant's environmental footprint. Additionally, automated systems can often recycle water and other resources, further lowering waste. As sustainability becomes more important, energy-efficient technology helps chicken factories reduce their impact on the environment. Automation systems often come with data-gathering tools that provide valuable insights into the production process. By analyzing this data, factories can optimize resource use, reduce waste, and streamline their operations. For example, data analysis might reveal ways to cut down on water use or adjust machine settings to increase output. This data-driven approach allows plants to operate at peak efficiency while keeping environmental impact to a minimum. Investing in machinery might seem like a big expense for small factories, but it's often well worth it. Modern machines improve efficiency, reduce waste, and enhance hygiene. Not to mention, they save labor costs. As demand for chicken products grows globally, these smaller plants can now keep up, tapping into a market that was once out of reach. In the past, chicken processing was a grueling, labor-intensive industry with numerous challenges. Today, thanks to modern technology and automated machinery, the landscape has changed dramatically. Automation has improved every aspect of the process, from speed and hygiene to safety and environmental sustainability. By investing in high-tech equipment, chicken factories are able to produce affordable, high-quality products that meet the demands of consumers around the world. As technology continues to evolve, the future looks even brighter for poultry processing. Advanced AI, robotics, and data analysis will likely bring further improvement.